Hello and welcome students. Statistics Chapter 2, Presentation of Data. The first chapter is Collection of Data. Whole the chapters of Standard 11 Statistics is in a proper sequence, arranged in a proper sequence. My dear friends, when we collect the data, after collection of data, the next step is to present the data. Like collection of data, the presentation of data is also too much important aspect. Students, when you complete your standard 10th just now, during standard 10th before board examination, all your gurus, your teachers, sirs, madams, your all respected gurus always give you one suggestion. You all remember this. They say you that do proper presentation in your paper, in your board paper. Point to point presentation. That's why it makes easier for paper checker, and it gives your best impression in the mind of whoever the paper checker is there in their mind. So presentation gives utmost result in all the aspect of life. Like here also, I am presenting the lecture before you. I am presenting the lecture. If you give your proper attention in the lecture and your mind is in my lecture, then definitely you do not have to read that particular topic after onwards. By the experience of last 21 years, I see and I give the guidance to so many students, and they have experience also that whenever we are doing our proper concentration in the lecture, then we do not have to read it from the book. So students, in presentation of data, after collection of data, how to present the data properly? That is an important aspect in statistics. I prepare here one chart. On page number 15 of your textbook, the chapter is there. From that textbook, I prepare here one chart for you, for giving you the easy explanation. When we have to do the classification, for presentation, first of all, we have to classify the data. Then only we can make the presentation of data properly. As we all know, when we are watching the TV, and so many of you are also interested in seeing the match of IPL or 2020 or test match or one-day matches, they give us different presentation. If you see that all the 6 balls of an over, one by one ball, wherever one ball drop, they give us by graphic presentation. It so much attracts us. 50 over analysis they provide, that they provide the graph. So by graph we can do the presentation. By chart we can do the presentation. Students, different aspects. By table, by tabulation, we can give the presentation of data. By table, by graphs, by charts, by different means are there to present the data properly. Through the proper presentation, one can easily able to understand that particular data. In simple way, when we collect the data, but we are not doing the proper classification, then our presentation of data can't be possible properly. While we talk about the classification, there are mainly 2 types of data as we studied in chapter 1, collection of data. Quantitative data and qualitative data. The data which can represent in the numerical values, differ from person to person, place to place, and which can be present in numerical values, in numbers. Such data is called quantitative data. Like your marks of standard 10, your percentage, PR of standard 10, like weight of the person, like height of the person, age of the person, experience in the years of the person. These all are expressed in numerical data. Such data are called quantitative data. Qualitative data means the data which can't express in numerical ways. Which can't express in numerical ways, but that are also the data. Like honesty, love, hatred, anger. Someone we like most, beautiful, beauty, anger, we can't express. We can't say, I love you 5000 kg. So it can't be, I love you so much, that we can say to our mom, to our dad, to whomever we like. But this can't be expressed in numerical values. Honesty, very honest person is this. He is so honest, she is so honest, but we can't express it in numerical ways. Honesty, beauty, anger, hatred, such emotions are the part of qualitative data. For quantitative data are based on quantitative variable. I write here based on. Quantitative data are based on quantitative variable, while the qualitative data is based on qualitative variable. Now, my dear students, for quantitative variable, there are two types of quantitative variables: discrete variable and continuous variable. I repeat this, whenever we want to do the classification of quantitative variable, then quantitative variable further can be classified by two ways: discrete variable and continuous variable. This is discrete, my friends, not biscuit. Not biscuit, it is discrete variable and continuous variable. Now, the question arises in our mind, sir, what is this discrete variable and what is this continuous variable? See, when the variable can assume definite or countable values within the range. I repeat this, when variable can assume definite or countable values within the range, then such variable is called quantitative or discrete variable. See, by definition, अगर सर सब कुछ डेफिनेशन से समझ में आ जाता तो हम ऐसे ही रट्टा मार लेते। डेफिनेशन से सब कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है, इसलिए हमें उसको एक्सप्लेन करना चाहिए। एंड आई वुड लाइक टू गिव यू एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ इट। स्पेसिफिक वैल्यू ऑफ रेंज यानी जो काउंटेबल है, सपोज नंबर ऑफ चाइल्ड एंड नंबर ऑफ फैमिली। See the example, live example, students, of discrete variable. Number of child 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of family 24, 35, 48, 56, 42, for example. See, this is the example of discrete variable, or we can say it is the discrete frequency distribution which we move towards after this. Variable can assume definite or countable values within the range. See, this only covers some definite values or countable value. We can suppose number of 0 children, 24 families. 1 children, 35 family. 2 children, 48 family. 3 children, 56 family. 4 children, 42 families. Definite value or countable values are there. See, suppose definite values. Why definite values? Because we can't put here 1.5. It is not possible. 1.5 चाइल्ड तो नहीं होता ना, 0 होता है किसी को, बच्चे ही नहीं है. 1 चिल्ड्रन, एक बच्चा है. डेफिनेट वैल्यूज, काउंटेबल वैल्यूज. फोकस. 2 चिल्ड्रन, 3 चिल्ड्रन. देयर इज नो 3.5 चिल्ड्रन. एक बच्चा बड़ा हो गया और एक छोटा है अभी 3.5. नो 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 नो, नॉट लाइक दैट. 4 children. So definite values or countable values are there within the range, then such variable is called discrete variable, or we can say, we can't say biscuit nahi, discrete variable, which can assume only countable or limited values of data. Then such data is called discrete variable, and from discrete variable we can do the frequency distribution, which is called discrete frequency distribution. तो सर अब continuous में क्या है? Continuous is such variable which can cover all the values within the range. Remember these things. Continuous can cover all the values within the range. इसमें क्या था? डेफिनेट वैल्यूज और काउंटेबल वैल्यूज. डेफिनेट और सम और काउंटेबल वैल्यूज डिस्क्रीट में. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस इन कंटीन्यूअस? ऑल द वैल्यूज इट कैन कवर विद इन द रेंज. अब उसका एक एग्जांपल देखते हैं. लेट्स टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ कंटीन्यूअस वेरिएबल, एंड हियर इज द एग्जांपल फॉर यू फॉर कंटीन्यूअस वेरिएबल. सपोज आई राइट हियर क्लास and frequency means f. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 5, 10, 8, 7 for example. See, discrete में क्या था? Definite value or some countable values, but variable can cover all the values within the range. अब इसमें देखो आप 0 to 10, यानी 0.5 भी आ सकता है, यस सर. 5 आ सकता है, यस सर. 9.99 आ सकता है, यस सर. All the values within the range covered, then such variable is called continuous variable. And from continuous variable, in statistics we prepare continuous frequency distribution. From discrete variable we prepare discrete frequency distribution. While from continuous variable we can make in continuous frequency distribution. I repeat this. In discrete variable, the variable covers only countable or definite values. मैंने आपको अगले एग्जांपल में बताया, एक चाइल्ड या 2 चाइल्ड, 1.75 नहीं चलेगा, 1.25 नहीं चलेगा, 1.55 नहीं चलेगा. Definite values, countable values, and discrete values. But all the values cover all the values between the range. इसमें देखो 10 to 20 है, 15 आ सकता है सर, 17 आ सकता है, 10.25 आ सकता है, 19.95, 19.99 आ सकता है. It covers all the values within a specific range. Then such variable is called continuous variable. Students, from discrete variable in statistics we prepare the discrete frequency distribution, and from continuous variable we can prepare the continuous frequency distribution. In next video lecture I explain you how to prepare the discrete frequency distribution and how to make the continuous frequency distribution. So as per our tradition, we fast make the recap of the whole chapter. First thing, this is our first video lecture of chapter number 2, statistics, presentation of data. Page number 15, I make here one chart for you, that is the chart of classification. Classification, there are 2 main types of data: quantitative data and qualitative data. quantitative data is based on the quantitative variable, while the qualitative data is based on the qualitative variable. The quantitative data is such data which can express numerically or in digits. Such data is called quantitative data. But some data which can't express in numerics or in digits, such data is called qualitative data. Quantitative data is based on quantitative variable, while qualitative data is based on qualitative variable. From quantitative variable, there are two parts. When we do the classification of quantitative data, there are two different variables arise. One is discrete variable and the another is continuous variable. Discrete variable and continuous variable. Discrete variable is such variable which can assume some definite or countable values within the range. It can't cover all the values. It can assume or definite only the countable values within the range. But the continuous variable is such variable which can cover all the values within the range. All the values within the range. Such variable is called continuous variable. From discrete variable, in statistics we prepare the discrete frequency distribution, and from continuous variable we prepare the continuous frequency distribution. The example of discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution we study on next video lecture. Thanks for your cooperation, students. Thank you so much. We meet in the next video lecture of chapter 2, statistics.